Basically, I think once you...
Who changed you? Who hurt you?
A string of questionable relationship decisions between 2015 and 2018 to actually answer that question.
I would like to point out that I literally tried to defray you from every single one of those that I knew about.
No. Look, to be fair, I had a great time, and I've got some great stories that I can never forever upset Kayla with. But like, by the end of that, I knew what I wanted. I never had to guess. No part of me was like, you know what I really want? A muscular woman. I was just like, no, I don't need to. I know what I want. So by the time I met Karlak or whatever her name is, I was just like, so you're muscular. You have a furnace for like a boob and a vagina. Okay, yeah, no, we'll be friends.
No, it's just a heart. Relax.
I've seen a scene where she's in a jacuzzi and she's like, I want to ride you until you see stars, but like literally my vagina would kill you.
I mean, all of her would kill you because she's literally on fire.
So like, yeah, what's the value proposition?
She's hot.
So he goes with Shadowheart.
Yep, process of elimination. 100%.
I wanted in my multiplayer game with Allie, I was gonna romance Karlak, but she got first, so I had to settle for Shadowheart. And Shadowheart is actually the vanilla girl that you want her to be. She looks like she's gonna be like medium titty goth girlfriend, but nope.
I mean, medium titty goth girlfriend, is that even?
Big
titty goth girlfriend.
Although you guys have all done the Goblin Camp, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I accidentally got Loviatar's love when I did that, and Shadowheart was in the party, and she was like, yes, daddy, spank him more. Like, she was real into your character getting abused by the Loviatar priest, dude.
Wait, where was this? I did not experience that.
I did not.
Goblin Camp. Did you just walk in and murder everybody, or did you talk to people?
I mean, I went to the drow lady and I talked to her, and then she said some things I didn't like, and then I started murdering.
I had a feeling.
What do you mean? The goblins must die. I walked in like a paladin and did my paladin thing. I fucking cleansed the area.
You guys missed out on a lot of hilarious conversations. If you do it the right way and talk to all the goblins before you murder them, there's a bunch of really funny and interesting conversations you can have. One of them is there's a torturer there that's from the Church of Loviatar, who is like the Lady of Pain. They're not necessarily evil, they're just sadists and masochists. Mm-hmm. And you can talk to him and he can offer you, quote, absolution, unquote. And you literally stand up against the wall and he beats you. And if Shadowheart's in your party and you do the right things, she's sitting there going like, I forget exactly what she was saying, but she has something to say after each and every time you get whipped or whatever is happening to you.
I love how Nick is the only person who found this route. Why is that, Nick?
I found this
because the first time that I did this, well, you're a coward. The first time. The reason why this happened is because the first time I played like Bonsai, except I started at the very front gate. The very first goblin that greeted you, I was like, oh, by the way, fuck you. And I killed him, and then all of his little friends, and then all of his friends on the other side of the bridge, and then everyone in the camp, and then everyone inside the fortress. And it was just one long, painful, horrible slog. And this time I decided to talk to people, and it was so much better, and I got to kill them all anyway.
Bro, I don't know what game you guys are playing. Like, I played full Dreon route, and so like I didn't kill the druids or the goblins. Like, I kind of helped the tieflings because I was like, this little squirt got into trouble with this like haughty druid. I'll help her out. But then the tiefling was like, do more, and I was like, are you gonna pay me? And they're like, not really. And I was like, all right, bye.
They offered me everything they had. Are you just really uncharismatic? Oh, it's Dreon. Never mind.
Yeah, it's Dreon. Dreon's pretty much just like classic sword for hire. The only time I've gone like full fucking like murder arc was by accident in the goblin camp when I thought I was killing someone discreetly, and then I saved the game after killing them, and then like I teleported out to the courtyard, and all of a sudden I hear like dice rolling, and I'm like, huh? And like in order to get to something inside the castle again, I had to just go through and fucking purge all the goblins. But that was not like lore appropriate to what I wanted to do. They were just like, oh, we heard you killed some guy in the back, so you gotta go.
Wait, are none of you guys doing that Dark Urge? Are you just like playing vanilla player characters?
What do you mean vanilla?
Like my
not obviously no one's playing a companion character, but is no one else playing that Dark Urge?
No.
The Origin? Oh, Jeez,
apparently, I'm the most popular race class combination, so I have no creativity.
Where you're a half-elf paladin?
No, I'm an elf paladin, but yeah.
I thought half-elf and elf are equally popular. Dude, half-elf paladin is fucking badass. That was my first character, and I was dying to play it because I played fucking everything else in EA. So I applaud your choices. They are good life choices.
I have never played a paladin in 5e.
Because
so
I couldn't make a Catman. When I went to make Dreon, I was like, okay, so like, what would he be then? And so I made a black guy.
Did you make a human or an elf?
Yeah, just a human black guy. I was looking at the options and I was like, well,
I can't decide if this is racist or not. Is this racist? It seems like it should be racist.
I think about Dreon the character, like he's from the desert, right? Like he's very athletic. I don't know. Maybe this is right.
It sounds racist, Rob. It sounds pretty racist.
But he's really cool. He's really cool. I just didn't see him as an elf or any of these other races. I was like, he's a human and he's probably black.
People think Asians are cool and good at math. It doesn't make it less racist.
I guess, but it's like complimentary? I don't know.
I feel like the same logic could be applied to like a dragonborn. Like a dragonborn also could live in the desert. Like you could build a dragon.
I love Rob's thought process on this, and I will actually. I won't defend him, but I'm not going to condemn him. I'm just so enjoying that it is kind of racist. And this is like a beautiful recompense for all those times that you made fun of me. You guys made fun of me at work for saying something and being like, Nick's an old guy racist. This is just me basking in this moment.
You are an old guy racist. So
I'm not an old guy racist.
Rob is problematic and from Florida.
Yeah. What did you expect? He does have a glorious mane, though. I gave him like the hairstyle that's like a glorious mane with the beard, so he kind of looks like a lion.
Good.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Good.
Well, I'm glad we got the gang back together for that.
I love it. I love everything about this. Everything is fantastic.
Yeah. I'm glad you all talked about it enough to where I finally caved and just picked it up. It's been an endless source of entertainment.
I thought I bought it for you. This fucking other Bones Malone is running around accepting my friend requests and my free games to me thinking it's them.
Fucking Bones Malone.
How many Bones Malone in all caps can possibly exist?
Apparently.
You know what that is, Nick? That's baloney. That's baloney Maloney.
No, it is Bones Malone. I figured that you'd be the first one to take that name on Steam. How could I possibly presume that it would be anyone else?
Well, because I made a Steam account in like 2005.
I just assumed that you were Bones Malone for your entire life.
No. Once upon a time, I became Bones Malone. That was my villain arc, but that was like later on.
Yeah, well, someone else is benefiting from a largesse that was intended to be directed at you.
Well, I'm glad they got a free copy of Baldur's Gate. It's all.
Me too, actually. I will buy more people this game. I fucking love it, and I want to support Larry.
Do you know if they opened it up? Can you tell?
Oh, yeah. If somebody opens your gift, you know. Then you know if they open it or reject it. And I know they opened it because I saw the motherfucker playing it. They did not send me a thank you. I think that they're just quietly going, I don't know who this person is, but they're really nice to me.
Like, oh man, must be my crush.
I had a moment like that at Renaissance Fair where I was thirsty and the person that was running the coffee booth was like, oh, blah, 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 it's so good. I was like, oh, hey, I should know. Maybe if I talk to you, I'll figure out who you are. I never figured out who they were, but they gave me like 2 free coffee drinks and like food and ice when I went back. And I was just like, I don't know you, but thanks. Like it was so effusive that I felt like if I said, I don't remember you, that I would be the biggest fucking asshole on the planet. So I couldn't be honest. It was horrible.
I hate that. I hate moments like that. Where you're like, you're really happy to see me and I have no fucking idea who you are right now.
No clue. And I knew so many people at Renaissance Fair back in the day that I assumed it must have been one of those people, right? Like, and that if I just gave my shitty brain enough time, it would click and I'd figure out who that never happened. They gave me a bunch of free shit though. And gave me a hug when I left. And I still don't. And it was one of those things where, like, maybe someone will say their name, and then nobody ever said their fucking name.
You know what the second biggest like offender of that exact same thing happening is? BlizzCon. Just
my god,
BlizzCon.
But see, I remembered those
Same
people.
damn
Even if I
thing
didn't
would
remember their names, I'd recognize their faces. I had no fucking idea who this person was, and they acted like I was their favorite fucking person.
You really touched them. I hope you went along with it convincingly, so you did not shatter the illusion that you were their best friend.
You know that moment when like somebody's like they hug you and they look at you and there's like stars in their eyes. And I'm like, oh yay, you know, it was totally that. I couldn't crush it. Normally I'm super honest about things like that, but I got swept away by the moment and the free coffee. Which
You know
was
what?
really good.
I think that's the appropriately chaotic good thing to do. Just let it ride. Just let
like I
the
said,
good vibes roll.
They were so convinced that I had to roll with it. They never said my name either, though, so I'm blaming them for this whole thing.
Oh, maybe you guys just matched each other's energy. And then you both didn't. Maybe he figured out that he didn't actually know you, but then had to keep it up. And now you're both stuck in like a paradox of awkwardness.
I have like my on the spectrum moments, but I'm pretty good at reading emotions and faces. No, this person was just fucking delighted to see me. Like,
I was delighted to be playing Baldur's Gate 3, but I was told to get into the game. So, what's
oh
going
my
on, boys?
fucking god! Can we give Flix a little bit more of a hard time for missing sessions or Drew?
I mean, I really couldn't help it. Like, work has been brutal.
I'm sorry to hear that. Your
I'm also fucking upset that Larian stole Flix to make Asterion too. What the fuck?
Oh, I don't know, man. I really think Gale is more Flix.
What? Are you kidding?
I think
Gale
Asterion
is definitely not Flix.
Is more of an asshole than Flix is by a long.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
yeah. Flix has a heart of gold. Asterion's got
that's what I mean about
black
Gale.
pit of soullessness.
Gale's a homie, right? Like, Gale's ridiculous, and Gale is, like, regularly inconvenient to be around, but Gale's a homie.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. I just mean in terms of attitude and, like, hedonism and, like...
I mean, Gale seems pretty hedonistic. Like, Gale's tried to have sex with me, like, 4 times.
Dude, yeah.
Well, I was
Gale
like,
will
and I was
not
like,
stop.
Everyone in the party knows that Shadowheart and I are an item. And we kill some undead in... spoilers. We kill some undead in the Shadowlands, and he's like, chooses that moment specifically to be like, I find you absolutely magnetic. And I'm like, there are literally, we just bursted rotting corpses. We're flecked with their rotting meat. And you're choosing this moment to get a mage boner? Go the fuck away, Gale. Like, I finally know what it's like to be a woman. And the best thing about this whole experience with Gale and Lae'zel, because Lae'zel is like a man with breasts, is that you finally get to feel like what it is to be a woman. With them constantly hitting on you for no goddamn good reason. And getting mad.
Experience from Shania Twain's Man, I Feel Like a Woman?
Man, I feel like a woman.
fucking Lae'zel with like, I can smell your moisture. She says all the gross shit that guys think is sexy.
I can smell your musk.
Yeah, no, it's not sexy, Lae'zel. Shut the fuck up. And like Lae'zel's like, yeah, let's just bone. Oh, you could have had me, but you touched that other person, and I like pure meat. It's like, fuck you. You never had a chance, Lae'zel. Shut up. Why are you telling me this? They're totally that guy that the girl's like, yeah, I'm not so interested, and then they just start typing invectives into chat.
No,
like if this was all done via chat boxes.
Lae'zel's an incel. She'll tell you at one point that she's like banged hundreds of like things because she doesn't believe that sex is anything but carnal pleasure. But then at the other time, like
it's
when
because bitch lays eggs.
If you bang Gale first and then go back to Lae'zel, she'll be like, you're tainted meat. That's incel bullshit. That's
totally
incel bullshit.
It's just bro-y bullshit. It's just bro-y bullshit.
Lae'zel is definitely the winner of the Who Asked award.
Yeah,
like she comes up and tells you things, and you're like trying to figure out who asked.
Like
Gale is fucking second place there though.
Dude, Gale also who asked. Like he's like, oh yes, by the way, I bang the goddess of magic. Would you like to bang? And I'm like, fuck off, Gale.
But Gale is so funny that he gets a pass. Like I'm legitimately, it's that's why I like Gale is like the Nick of my story. Like I'll be like, I never asked for this, but this is like a hilarious story, and I'm having a great time.
Oh, I love Gale. Don't get me wrong. I just wish he'd stopped trying to bone me, because it's like, dude, you're literally a nuke that fucked the goddess of magic. I don't need these entanglements, man. We've got weird worms in our head. That's enough. That's enough.
He's got a lot. He comes with a lot of baggage.
Yeah, and he also still clearly pines for the goddess. So it's like, yeah, I'm totally into you, but I'm really into this other much hotter lady that you can't ever possibly measure up to more, but I can't have her because she banished me. It's like, shut the fuck up, Gale.
I mean, we've all been there. We've all been there.
See, this is why I keep questioning that you guys aren't doing the Dark Urge, because my hypothesis is that I'm going to become a god, and then I'm on Mistra's level, and I'm gonna take Gale away from her.
I can change him. I can change him.
Oh man,
I can turn him into a murderer.
That's big. I banged your mom.
It turns out that the ship has
energy.
already sailed on that part. The whole apotheosis of the murderers. There's just a bunch of his little sperm running around on the planet. I got to a moment in Dark Urge, and I was like, I don't think I will enjoy playing this, and I just stopped.
Just a point of clarification, this is technically post the last of the ball spawn dying, in quotes. So actually the main character from Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate 2, he actually he fights the last of the ball spawn and dies like a decade before this or something or whatever.
I mean, you're clearly there's almost a 0% chance that you don't have something similar going on though.
Oh,
like
wait,
I'm assuming.
No,
I
think that's
also lore that like Bell originally, I don't know how to pronounce it. Like he coalesced into a mortal to begin with. So
right, and
like,
then ran around boning
like,
ladies to like make sure that
that was much later.
Could do stuff.
That was when he knew like shit was going down, and so he ran around boning people to like be a defense mechanism to all the shit that was happening.
Right.
But like presumably this is just the cycle starting again after what Drew just said, like 10 years before Baldur's Gate 3, the last of the Bell spawn killed each other. Well, actually, a party killed the last one.
Well, I think the
modules, and then like the
actually,
essence.
No, the last two actually kill themselves, and the winner becomes something else. I think you are actually.
It was meant ambiguous intentionally, and then like it was the party that's seeing that happen. The party in the other module for D&D.
No, because the actual canonical end is they kill themselves, and then whatever the winner is.
Interesting.
Becomes like a giant monstrosity or something, and then is like defeated by a party of somebody. So I think you're whatever comes after. That's my guess. That's my hypothesis. But also, it's not like it wouldn't be the first time that they retconned the main character from Baldur's Gate into something else for like another installment of something.
We have to make it make sense.
Are you all eating the worms? Are you all like using the powers of the
I
worms?
am not for roleplay, but I made a drow monk that's gonna slurp those fuckers up like spaghetti.
Okay, I have a whole row of them
in my
camp.
co-op game with Rachel, I'm probably going to, without her knowing it. I'm going to see if I can turn into an elephant.
You're just gonna eat them all behind her back? You filth.
Dude,
actually, you can't.
Pretty evil.
Actually, you can't. If you play with others and you eat it, everyone gets it.
Wait, really? Oh shit.
Yeah. So you can't do it behind your back.
Do it. That'd be great.
Yeah.
She's gonna see. She'll get the cutscene because it's not a private cutscene, and she'll also see the little skill tree that shows up on the upper right next to the minimap. So
I'll wait till she's about to romance someone and then drop that.
Damn, it's some evil villain shit.
I really am vanilla. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna eat the worm. That sounds gross. Don't do it. You guys like over here with your dark machinations, Trevor. You're about to trick poor Rachel. Jesus,
man, I do really want to play
evil in our game.
I think I will play an Oathbreaker at some point that does it because, man, getting auto like crits on demand with Paladin is probably the sickest combo in the whole fucking game. Like,
wait, what? That's the thing.
One of the powers that you can get is to just decide that your next attack will be a crit.
Holy shit!
And the ability that you get that leads into that part of the tree increases your chance to hit by a fuck ton.
Do not do it, Trevor. This is the path. This is the dark side.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay white hat when I'm conscious, but who knows what happens when the Dark Urge takes over.
It is like the single most. It only takes 2 worms to get there, and it's one of the most powerful combos in the whole skill tree. It's just.
I'm learning a lot of things I don't like about
inventory.
Trevor. I don't know, Trevor. I don't know if I want to start a video game company with you.
Trevor is exactly the kind of person you want to start a video game company with. Are you kidding?
I don't know, man. Trevor's like got these dark urges apparently, and he like eats worms that give him psionic powers.
The game does it. It's not me.
I bet you said that. I bet you said that after the scene in the camp too. That was
totally the game.
That was fucked up.
I want to hire based off
I was
Baldur's
so
Gate 3
excited.
playthroughs.
I was so excited when that moment happened too. I was so excited. Then that happened, and I was just like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like an in-camp bard for the rest of the game. This is gonna be
Yeah,
great.
spoilers.
What? Is that spoilers?
Spoilers. That's spoilers.
Okay.
Spoilers. Not. Has anyone else played Dark Urge besides Bonsai and I? I don't think so.
No.
But better question is, are we ever going to actually play Arctis?
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Baldur's Gate has been fun.
Yeah,
Alright,
sorry. Baldur's Gate is the main game now. Come on, this is.
We
the side
needed.
game.
Shit. We needed to get this stuff out of our system, Drew.
No, I know, but that was
Oh, it's
also
very
like
much in
40
my
minutes
system.
ago.
Yeah, you're right.
Whoa,
Okay, let's
whoa.
get some game going.
When do we ever start before 7?
Wow,
I
was
well, considering
enjoying
we
my
stopped by 9, it would be nice to get more than an hour and a half of game in before you
Listen, we're gonna
fuckers are
get to
gone for next
Farunia
week.
sometime in the next 40 years. Well, before Nick or I die of heart complications, but
Jeez.
I'll probably go first. I'm not very healthy.
bro, I'll race you. It's speed run over here.
Previously on Arctis, you all are trying to discover a way not only into, but to the Lord of Mirth's personal, well, I shouldn't say personal chambers, but personal party, something that you have not been invited to. And trying to discover any ancient connections between the Were-Ravens and the Arboreans, you have gone to Auralia to seek answers about where exactly the Lord of Mirth is holding the Moonblade, the last thing that you need in order to access the Ice Library. Now, as you have been wandering and adventuring around the deep woods of Auralia, encountering its various residents and dangers, you have discovered the somewhat rotting form of the world tree Sika, and have discovered some of the secrets of the ancient Arboreans. Namely, a number of them have perished trying to save Arctis from the encroaching slow, cutting off the ley lines with their own tree-like magical powers in order to absorb the slow through their bodies in hopes to purify it. But this, and the disappearance of the Arboreans, have left their trusted Were-Raven companions in various states of disarray, and loath to give up their secrets. Some have even been driven to madness. Buried within the rotting roots of Sika and surrounded by wild, corrupting magical energy, the Were-Ravens that were driven mad by the Arboreans' disappearance had changed into harpy-like figures, practicing their dark magics below, one intent on encroaching upon the heart of Sika herself. But after your victory, and some guidance by the World Tree herself, she has left you with a gift of knowledge. Pass on to the Lord of Mirth, who, presumably, is constantly looking for new, and exciting ways to be entertained. But what might be left for the Lord of Mirth if his head is suffused with the knowledge of the cosmos? And so, World Tree twig in hand, and an ancient portal between the Arboreans and the Fae reopened. You all begin to traverse the magical ley lines that will take you to mysterious places beyond. But the Auralian ley lines, as you are aware, have been affected by the encroaching slow, and even though the Arboreans sacrificed themselves in number, take the slow within themselves to prevent the total corruption and twisting of magic, there's still something strange about the ley line and your magical travel, and you sense something going slightly awry as you force down these ebbing magical streams. Rain and Bonsai in particular noticing it more and more as you flow down the astral sea. Now, normally, when there are fluctuations in ley energy, it can lead to a wide variety of disastrous things happening. Strange creatures can appear, or magic can function in new and frightening ways. Or you may find part of you teleported to one place and part of you waiting for you in another. But luckily, you are lucky to find yourselves entirely in one piece. But your surroundings are not quite what you would expect. That is where we will start today, as we go to a strange new area. One moment, please. Where'd my sound go?
I definitely had the moment where I saw the map and my brain was like, oh, this is Baldur's Gate 3. I played way too much. This is how I know.
Also, that's high praise for Christina's production value.
It really is.
As you all come to your senses, you find yourself in a dimly lit area. Inside, what looks to be a building. In fact, a nicely constructed building. Neatly tiled floors and magical lights placed in decorative sconces along the walls. In front of you, a massive curved table adorned with turquoise gems has a variety of papers, letters, and accoutrements on it. But it is also covered in a significant amount of gore. In a chair, you see blood all over the floor, and a limp green hand dangling over the left side of the chair, which back is to you.
Hello there, did you murder all these people?
The entire room, as you look around, scan your surroundings, is covered in blood, and numerous bodies are along the floor, all each dressed in the same formal attire, a dark green suit that matches some of the green tiles on the ground, including one person on the ground, a woman with dark hair, in the same outfit as the guards, coughing and sputtering. A deep slash wound is across her chest. She seems to be the only one alive.
I mean, which is innately suspicious, and yet...
Bonsai, did you do it wrong again?
It seems right. This is very much like what I expected Flix's people's place to be. We're clearly not in nature anymore.
Under you, a swirling light show separated by thick glass encases you can all feel a powerful radiance of magic Rain and Bonsai, you can make me an Arcana check with advantage. Flix, you can make me an Arcana check normally. Rion, you cannot make this check.
It's not fairy magic. I don't
I
get
don't even want to
advantage
make
for
your
that reason.
dumb checks.
No idea. I'm very focused on healing this lady, so I want to cast Healing Word on her.
Rain, with a 25, you are confident this is the other end of the ley line that you have been traveling on, but it's magics. Particularly the end of this one, which would be... It would end in some sort of conduit. This seems to have been repurposed, and one of the magical conduits that it's in is under your feet. And there is a brightly glowing rune that is under Flix, Bonsai, and Drion's feet that you can immediately see.
Okay, so we're where we were supposed to go, but somebody has repurposed this end of the highway to be
Correct.
something different than it was before.
Correct.
Okay.
Are we going to some kind of party or something? This doesn't look like a party.
Oh, I cast Healing Word on her. I don't know why it did damage.
No, it didn't. It healed her.
Oh, it did like a weird blood swirling effect.
That's how healing works. You gave her blood.
I don't think that's how it works. Flix is gonna stand on the desk.
Flix, why are you casting blood magic?
It's not blood. Will you stop? Excuse me. I can't help but notice that you're still alive and everyone else is dead. Did you actually murder everyone and you're wearing one of the uniforms to try to get away with it?
Flix, make me a medicine check.
I heal things with magic. I don't know anything about it. Yes. What do you want from me?
The woman is covered in a significant amount of blood. And the large slash wound goes through her armor. She looks down at it and touches it with her fingertips and brings her hand to her head in pain.
I'm sorry, I did what I could. Does anybody here? Can you speak? You know that she's going to try to murder me if I get too close. I just
That's
know
fine.
it.
We'll murder her right back, Flix. Don't you worry.
Just don't let me die. Hi. Here. I pass her one of my healing potions.
As she looks up at you, Flix, there's blood streaming down her face.
He's
and you
being
notice
glib,
that,
but he's actually very concerned, by the way.
amidst all the blood, make me a perception check.
Can he roll over? He can roll over a 10. Check that out.
Flix, something has been carved into the flesh of her forehead, possibly with a knife or other sharpened instrument. It's jagged, but with an 18, it does look like the same symbol that you appeared on.
The same rune has been carved into this poor woman's head.
It sounds problematic. Can she speak?
She looks up at you nervously and
Yeah,
around
I
at
pass
the
her.
others.
Actually, you know what? I'll just use spell slots. Is she stabilized? Like, is she okay?
She seems very stunned or out of it and looks around in confusion.
Bonsai, will you please come here and help me heal this woman? My healing abilities are rather limited.
Oh, I expected better of you. So Bonsai goes over and does a little bit of lay on hands. But I'm also restarting my computer, so apologies.
Okay, I was gonna say, you sound really weird.
Christina, while this is happening, Durian is investigating this table in the back that has what appears to be a gun broken down.
Drion, as you walk through this hallway that is covered in blood and the bodies of various guards. These 6 items in this room are on rather tall platforms and encased in glass. They all look like they were put on display, something that perhaps someone has been very proud of. The one that you are looking at, under glass, appears to be some sort of, launching apparatus for small pieces of metal. There is a bag of shiny dust next to it that is partially poured out. Adrian, make me a history check. Drion, the dust, at the very least, reminds you significantly of the diamond dust of the dunes of Feronia. It must be a component for this magical gun.
Drion walks back over towards where everyone else is assembled, but doesn't say anything. Does Rain have any idea what this arcane rune is on the thing? And is this seem to be the thing that was tampering with? Holy shit! These sounds
Christina,
are really intense.
I'm ministering to this woman, but I'm looking at her for evidence of defensive injuries and that kind of thing. I'm looking around at the corpses, like, is there evidence that she truly was a victim, or perhaps she perpetrated this and is feigning stuff? Is what I'm looking for. Got a 26 in my investigation.
All right, and then hold on, let me give Rain a chance. Rain, you are looking at the rune?
Go ahead and resolve Flicks, it's fine.
Sure. Flicks with a 26 investigation. The woman is wearing the same clothing as the other guards that are dead, and she is next to another, well, you're over a dead guard. So she appears to be one of the guards of this area. Judging by the wound that is on her chest, she's taken a deep slash from, well, someone. It wasn't self-inflicted. However, the other guards appeared to have had their throats slit, while she has a rather interesting frontal slash, which is telling you that someone faced her head on rather than coming at her from behind. Either she put up a fight, or perhaps saw these infiltrators before the other guards did.
And does she react any differently when Bonsai does lay on hands?
How much do you heal her for?
Let's go with 5 HP to start.
5. She gasps as her wound on her chest closes up. But Bonsai, as you are now adjacent to her, make me a medicine check.
We're gonna learn from Baldur's Gate, and we're gonna cast guidance first.
Oh, if we're learning from Baldur's Gate, that shit's automatic.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting the last roll, but yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I cast it on her first. You said medicine?
Yes, please.
Oh, did I break it? I broke it. That was a low score.
Oh no! Oh no! All right.
Your guidance did not count.
I'm not. Oh, it did. I'm not. Wait, actually, did it not?
Yeah, I don't see it in there.
What?
That's weird. You don't
Wait,
have the guidance
I won't
buff
matter.
on you. I think for the first time you cast on her.
It's a 10.
A 10. Bonsai, the human body is strange when it bleeds, and apparently the flesh can close up with a simple lay on hands, and then she should be fine, right?
Yeah, it seems right.
Like Dr. Zoidberg.
20 years getting in the way?
She looks up at both of you, not recognizing either of you. Who are you? Where am I?
we were kind of hoping you would be able to tell us that. We're looking for a Fey Lord. Flix, who is that again?
Well, I think we should rather figure out what's happening here before we volunteer anything about ourselves, don't you?
Yeah, that makes sense. What is your name?
I'm Flix.
No, not you, Flix. This lovely lady here.
She touches her head slightly and makes a hissing sound as her fingers come away with blood. I don't remember.
Insight!
Go ahead.
18.
With the significant amount of blood coming from her head and the skin even coming away from her scalp in parts, she has taken a significant injury to the head. It wouldn't surprise you if she's had her memories jostled around a little bit. I'm sorry, I don't... she touches her forehead and also winces as the flesh has been carved into. Although Bonsai and Flix have healed her a significant amount and the blood and bleeding has mostly stopped, it still leaves a faint scar, which she traces her fingertips over. But her eyes search the floor, and Flix, you don't think that she's lying.
I'm sure that this must be very difficult for you, given that it just happened. Do you know who did this? Who did this to you? And your fellows?
Looks around in a panic, noting the other dead guards and, well, looking at you four. And you see her eyes kind of flit between the guards' weapons and her hand kind of pats her own hip as she notices that she is unarmed.
Don't worry, we obviously did not do this. We're here to help.
As she takes a cautious 5-foot step backwards and disengages.
Bonsai tries to affect a posture that's clearly not aggressive.
Dreon is staring intently at this goblet in the case.
The golden goblet with a brilliant opal brilliant opal gem centered in it. Gleams. It must be worth a fortune.
Dreon snickers, and then under his breath says, "Well, that's one way to spend money."
I love that Drayon's walking around and looking at the stuff in the cases, but so very wisely not opening said cases.
Oh, they're boring to Dreon.
I mean, there's a big-ass sword over there.
You want to appear more gentle. How do you want to do it? Do you want to try to convince her, or...?
No, just gonna try to do a performance of a gently swaying tree in the breeze.
I'll allow it. Go ahead. As you sway, and, well, being a paladin and all, you exude auras of confidence and of courage. And, well, your performance might be a little strange to her, but it is enough to distract her from the other horrors going on in the room.
Yeah, definitely. You reminded me that I have that ability that I basically treat her like an ally, so she just cannot be frightened.
Very reassuring presence.
She gets to her feet and stares at you in some awe. Who are you?
Dreon Stormbrace, Bonsai, Flix, Prince of Cats?
Duke of Cats, actually, and that's our compatriot Rain Silversong. Rain, have you found anything?
I don't know. Has Rain found anything? She's reminder. She's looking at the rune to determine if, like, this. First of all, if she even recognizes the rune, and two, if this seems to be the source of the repurposing of this like ley line.
Rain, make me an Arcana check. Rain, as you focus with all the jibber jabber going on in the background,
How dare you?
You focus yourself on the arcane pulse of magic below you, and you feel the currents. They're not even as they normally should be. The flow of magic should be like a coursing river. But this one almost feels like a heartbeat. It's erratic. The rune on the top is a evocation rune, and you sense this area has powerful wards on it that are powered by this magic, but much like a flickering light switch, something has happened, or something strange has happened to this ley line and its conduit of magic, allowing the wards to not be so strong. So they're protecting something in here. This conduit and these runes are all for warding.
So the rune that's on her forehead and the rune that's on this conduit are evocation runes.
Mm-hmm.
Flix Bonsai, I would maybe caution not to ask her too many questions. Whoever modified this conduit and presumably put the same rune on her forehead, those are evocation runes. They are, well, typically warding runes, sometimes explosive.
Guys, please just know that every time you say in the shape of a rune on her forehead, I'm hearing Smash Mouth.
In the shape of a rune on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop
What
coming.
did I come back to? I regret everything.
Yeah, also keep in mind that you guys can't feel fear right now, so even though she might explode at any moment, we're just like, that's cool.
That's not how that works at all.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No, that's canon. That's canon now.
Oh my god.
Wait, does she have a bomb in her? What's going on?
If that was the case, like literally every paladin is just like a fucking evil Knievel.
Well,
Kind of
you can
they
choose
are.
to,
They are.
set on
They are
that.
fearless in the face of everything.
Yes,
So that's the whole point of paladinism.
in like over the telepathic link. Yes, Flick, she might have a bomb on her forehead. It's an evocation rune. It's warding something. So
Oh, it's
either
probably
it's-
warding her memories.
it could be.
In
That's
through the
why
bomb.
that's why I suggested perhaps don't question her too harshly. We might not want her to remember something that she's not supposed to, and her head goes pop.
Drian takes some steps back at that.
What? She puts
No,
her
that was
fingers
over
on
the
her
bond.
head.
That was
Oh,
over.
sorry.
That was over the
Sorry,
link.
my bad. Psychic connection.
Radel
So what you're really
approach
saying is don't get too attached.
her. Well, also that. Radel approach. May I? The rune on your forehead. May I look at it?
She hesitates, but nods and pulls back her blood-matted hair to reveal the scar of the evocation rune.
I'm sorry, Bonsai Flix, was this fresh when you healed her and it healed over, or was it always like this?
It was healed over. It was a deep gash when I first reached her. Oh, you poor thing. He casts prestidigitation to clean her up.
No, stop, Flix, stop.
The
I mean,
blood
too late.
is cleaned off from her and sloughs to the ground in a disgusting coagulated puddle.
This is a crime scene, Flix. You're not supposed to destroy evidence.
He's just fucked up the crime scene.
I just looked
No.
around the crime scene.
Okay, so it was a fresh wound when you found her. It was not.
It
healed
was
over already.
a fresh wound.
The poor woman was basically one giant wound with a carved wound in her forehead, yes.
Does it actually have power attached to it, like the other ward, or is it just somebody leaving a calling card? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll do this right. Hang on. We'll put up our detect magic.
Oh god. Dreon,
Dreon can't hear shit because they won't shut the fuck up.
While that's happening, Bonsai is also going to take a note from Rain and cast Divine Sense to see if that also helps.
ooh.
Ooh.
We'll resolve Rain's first. Rain, as you cast Detect Magic, a few things happen. One, you can sense the various wards that are on this building trying to suppress your magic. Although its irregularities still allow for it to go through. There are wards on this building or area that are at least keeping magics inside. So it is meant for people can't just come in here or like teleport in here. So it must be a safe area. You see this sometimes in magical prisons where spells or magic can be suppressed. In the glass cases that Dreon was looking at previously, all of the items within, at least that you can sense within 30 feet, are incredibly powerful magical items, each thrumming with a different sphere of magic. The cup to the northwest, the newest one, that had the opal in it, is one of the stronger magical presences. Bonsai. As you begin to sense good and evil, Celestial Fiend, undead within 60 feet. That's not behind total cup. Okay. The ward on her forehead radiates a strong presence of malice. However, you get no sort of reading from her, as the ward on her forehead seems to be the only thing you can focus on. The dead bodies on the floor are neither good nor evil and do not radiate a presence. Although Flix may have had some naughty thoughts recently.
What? How dare you?
He definitely had naughty thoughts. Presently.
Whatever put that ward on her forehead did it with evil intent.
Sorry, does the word also register as magic?
It does.
Well, I could try to remove the ward.
I were going to set a trap. Wouldn't one set it so that if removed, it unleashes the bad things?
Perhaps, but unraveling magic doesn't quite work like that necessarily.
I mean,
Also, it could, certainly. But also, this whole area, I don't think they were expecting anybody to follow them. I think they used the portal in quite the same way that we did, only they probably came from somewhere else and they didn't expect anybody else to come here. This is not what it's for. It's not for translocation. They're using it for warding purposes. To ward whatever is inside of here.
Out of character, did you tell us in any way that these various items are powerfully magical?
No.
Well, it seems to me that these are valuable objects, and whoever murdered all these guards was in a rush.
I think they took advantage of the inconsistency of the ley line to slip through the wards. Otherwise, I don't think this is supposed to be accessible.
Right, but what I'm saying is, they were on some kind of mission. Or they weren't sentient, but the presence of the runes suggests that they were. And these appear to be weapon wounds. Christina, with that 26 investigation, can I guess what kind of weapon caused these wounds? Like a rapier, an axe, greatsword?
Judging from the guards who have had their necks cut, most likely from behind, you can venture to guess it would be a short sword or a dagger, some sort of slashing weapon.
What about the gash in our lady friend?
In her as well, made by a long-bladed item. Something that does slashing damage. It cut neatly through her armor. It's not ragged or torn, but a neat slice through the leather.
And whoever they were using some sort of blade, obviously, judging by all the slit throats and the wound on our poor friend here. Perhaps even adamantine, though it did cut through leather and not metal.
Christina, are these like scorch marks on the ground?
There are signs of a struggle, yes. Would you like to roll investigation?
Sure.
All right, Rain, as you look around and try and identify all of the various colors on the ground, some being, well, copious amounts of blood, but there has been signs of a magical struggle here, a battle, and spells have been flung around. Judging by the radius of this larger blast radius and the guards that have singe marks on them, it was probably a fireball thrown here, so someone knowledgeable about magic has wandered these halls.
Well,
Someone
definitely
of
pursuing a
significant
mage.
power.
And they did not seem to have any interest in these extremely powerful magical items in these cases, so they're after something else.
Wait, so these aren't just valuable objects, they're powerfully magical objects as well?
Yes, indeed.
Did you detect any wards on them?
This whole place is warded, Flix. I wouldn't touch anything.
Then no doubt our assailants knew that, which is why the items remain unmolested?
Well, the whole place is warded, including against people entering the way they presumably entered from. I don't think the wards are consistently powered because the ley line seems to be inconsistent. So it's possible that you could easily liberate one of these items, but I think it would be a rather large gamble if you did. You'd be relying on the ley line not powering the ward at that specific moment.
I mean, you'd be able to tell, wouldn't you? And this is immaterial. We should continue seeing to this woman.
Flix is like, how do we rob?
I don't know that she's going to be a great deal of assistance to us at the moment in her current condition, and I mean, I could certainly try to remove the ward. I have powerful enough magic to probably do it safely, but we might need that later.
Yes, but what if one of these items is even more useful than that spell?
Drian points over to the thing that looks like it shoots things with powder. Yeah, this looks like we might want to investigate this.
Well, I presume that we should just borrow whatever is most effective.
If you want the most powerful thing, it's actually that cup over there. Do we want to spend an hour in here? I could tell you exactly what each of these items do.
Well, I think that we should rather... How fresh is this blood, Christina? Is it coagulating or is it still liquid?
With your investigation check, it seems rather fresh. Probably in less than an hour old.
I think that given the freshness of the blood, if we're to have any hope of catching up with these assailants, we'll have to return to this or do a rather fast gamble. In fact, I recommend that we pursue immediately.
Bonsai, were we supposed to go directly to the court of the Mercurial Lord? Was that the intent of that fairy circle? If so, I think he may have simply repurposed his end of the ley line to power his vault. We know he likes collecting trinkets.
I mean, I definitely don't know the answer to that question. I was just trying to get us to the portal that you all were indicating and open it as I thought I should.
Rain kind of grabs like the branch horns of Bonsai and kind of rattles his head around a little bit. Try it now. Try really hard to remember.
There's no memory. I'm not forgetting something. I just never knew the answer to the question that you're asking.
I'm not sure that I believe you. Rain rattles your head around a little bit more. Try one more time, just for good measure.
Bonsai just stares at you.
You're not as useful as the other trees we've met.
The woman
It's true. Bonsai is very helpful.
lightly tugs on your robes, Rain. She looks terrified, but is keeping it together merely with the presence of Bonsai.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, this place reeks of blood. Can we leave?
Oh, you might want to stay here, actually. I don't know what's going to happen to your noggin if you walk out of this room.
What do you mean?
Well, you have a...
Actually, Rain, why don't you let me take this one? The assailants that came here did certain things when they arrived. So, we're going to do our best to unravel them. But in the meantime, for your safety, you should probably remain in this room. We can... If we had more time, we'd be able to help clean up, but we can clean up a space for you to rest in.
You want me to be alone? In here? Oh, this blood and these bodies? No, absolutely
Like,
not.
as she starts to freak out, like, in almost hypnotic, bardic rhythms, Flix is speaking quietly to her, almost as if she's a frightened animal. No, don't worry. We're here now, and we're going to stop whatever it was that did this. You're going to be safe. We're going to make sure that you're safe. But for now, we need you to remain where you can be safe. Just rest here.
You can see Dreon in the background kind of raises a brow with a face that's kind of like, does this work for him often?
I just rolled a natural 20 and got 33 on my persuasion check. You're convinced, Dreon. Everyone around him is convinced.
Yeah, Dreon like stops and he's like, he's a, maybe I should try that.
She nods, once on the verge of hysteria, now a bit more collected. She takes a step back once again, no longer eyeing the guard that Flix is next to for some sort of weapon to protect herself. She believes you and nods.
Yeah, Flix is gonna... Do we need
the
do we need the blood over here? Can I clean up this bit of the quote crime scene unquote, right?
Oh yes, you can now. It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna clean this up so that she's got a place where she can sit. That's not cold marble floor. Is there a corpse here? It says I keep seeing
he's
Banker.
in the he's there is a dead goblin in the chair. There are a couple of arrow shafts pierced through his heart.
Was he ever searched?
He was not.
All right, I will move him and pat him down. I will use telekinesis to move him as he is now an object.
Where do you want to move him?
Just someplace else. We can move... Well, actually, let me investigate him first to make sure he's not booby-trapped.
Go ahead.
$16. I'm sure I found every possible threat.
As you pat down his pockets, you find a couple of broken quills, a crumpled piece of paper, and on it has a few numbers. It looks like some sort of ledger, perhaps, or bookkeeping. like 2 copper. But nothing of real interest. He is wearing the same uniform, the dark kind of slate greenish, same as the floor, in a neat suit. This one looks more professional than the guards.
No pendant, no rings, no bracelet, nothing that would be like a pass key or a controlling sigil or anything like that.
Make me a medicine check.
Nope.
You give him a look over. There's a lot of blood, but he's not wearing any sort of no necklace, no jewelry. He's still wearing his shoes.
All right, I will respectfully lift him with telekinesis and move him and the other guards into a corner.
Bloop. Flicks as you do that. Rain, the woman looks at you expectantly.
Yes, can I help you?
I thank you all for coming, but you really think I should stay here?
Well, fine. Ray will just actually spend the 10 minutes to cast Identify on her rune.
Okay.
While Flix is cleaning up a spot.
I hope time was not a factor here, Drian says, just stamping his feet impatiently.
I mean, it wasn't when we left.
Rain, you take the 10 minutes to identify her ward. What do you do while these 10 minutes are happening? Do you sit her down? Do you chant over her? She's very curious as to how you want to do this.
She's already kind of like kneeling, right? Like she's on the ground.
Yeah, just sitting.
Oh, Rain pulls out her pearl and kind of like holds it over her like a dentist like trying to like get a look at get a look with the light, and the pearl starts to like softly glow, and she kind of like scans it over her rune. Interesting. Okay, I see.
The last part of the spell, which requires you to crush the pearl and blow a bit of the powder over and onto the rune, you notice as it touches the rune, you could usually recognize some of the, I would say, magical characteristics, a color, a certain glint, as it reflects off the rune, but this one makes a curdling sound as it coagulates around the area of the rune in a black gelatinous mass, evidence of its deeper corruption. Blood magic was involved here, Rain, and this ward and the ward to the south are no mere coincidence. Whatever wards are placed over this area, you notice there are a lot and have yet to differentiate one from the other. The blood magic and matching rune would allow this person to, say, bypass these runes for a short time while the ley line is irregular. Something is wrong with it. Off.
Something is wrong with the rune on her forehead?
Yeah, it's been created with dark magic. So...
Wait, so to be clear that I understand?
I haven't told you anything yet.
I just want to understand what's going on as a player. before we move on. That rune on her forehead would allow her to pass through the rune on the teleportation circle?
Rain, for things involving blood magic, it usually involves the taking of something. Blood takes vitality from the person casting it and usually does something very detrimental in return. In this case, blood magic around the head area could probably be the reason why she's having problems with her memories. They have been taken from her. Another side effect of whatever blood magic that she has utilized or has been utilized upon her to bypass the wards of the area you're in.
Okay. So hold up. So this rune down here is the thing fucking with this, like, conduit to power this whole place. So presumably that's been here, like this one down here.
Mm-hmm.
This one is fresh on her forehead to let her move through these wards, presumably. Rain goes over to one of the guard bodies and takes a look at his forehead, or their forehead.
He does not have a carving in his forehead.
What about these bodies gives us the indication that they're guards?
The only thing that you have been able to see is that they're wearing a similar neat color palette. All the guards are wearing matching uniforms. They are buttoned down and very neat. Like quasi-military style, but with no visible markings. It's like private and sleek. All of the guards are wearing the same uniform, including the woman in front of you. It matches the color palette of the area.
Rain is going to look at the banker. Can Rain find any trace of a rune on this banker, who presumably would have to have this ward to move around here?
Rain, make me an investigation check.
Flex, can you help me roll this guy over?
Oh, certainly. I did take a look, but I didn't see anything.
Also using detect magic to like see if she can pick up on a rune. Like maybe it's not on his forehead, maybe it's on his wrist or his butt. I don't know. We're gonna search this guy thoroughly and see if we can find a rune.
Okay.
Or like a piece of jewelry that he's wearing or anything.
Was that your investigation 9 seconds ago? The 22. Rain, much to your displeasure, begin to unbutton the banker, looking for any markings or perhaps tattoos. And as you remove the coat and upper part of the banker, thankfully you don't have to strip him completely nude, but you do see a curling swath of sigils tattooed into his upper arm. It curls around his arm almost like a bracelet. Make me a quick Arcana check. With a 24, the runes in here, distinctly ancient elven and fey magic, swirled in with Auralian runes utilizing the light. This tattoo has extremely strong magical powers that are based in Auralia. Now, this is a tattoo of warding and would allow him to bypass the wards as he works here.
I don't think that these guards or her are guards, Rain says through the link.
All right, so what are they then?
I think they're the interlopers. See this, Flix? This rune here on the banker? This allows him to move freely throughout this place. be unaffected by the wards. You see this one particular right here? Does that look familiar? Like the one on our friend's forehead that was just carved in?
Yes. But he's wearing the same uniform that the rest of them are. Same
No,
color,
he's not,
same
right?
cut.
Yeah, he's wearing the same color. but
Well,
not the
same color, but he's wearing something a little bit more professional. The guards are all wearing matching uniforms, but the banker is wearing more of a lapeled suit as opposed to a militaristic style of uniform.
Well, right, because he's the one in charge and they were all the guards protecting him. Now, that's not to say that she's not one of the interlopers, as I originally suspected.
I don't. Perhaps.
None of the others have a rune carved in the forehead, only her.
Well, perhaps.
Perhaps
yes.
her compatriots left her for dead and moved on.
Or perhaps the rest of her compatriots identified what was causing the wards to go off and hurriedly performed some blood magic to give themselves wards. For some reason, hers didn't take as well.
Well, I mean, she took a sword wound, though. This wasn't done by the ward, I don't think.
I mean, no, but there could also have been defenders. I don't know. The point is I don't think she is one of them. Oh, well, she's not from here. She's one of the interlopers.
Wait, so you agree with me that you think that she's one of the interlopers whose memories have been stolen?
Why would you employ a god who can't move freely through the wards of your vault thing?
Good. So you perhaps... Yes, that's
Also,
complicated, isn't it?
Point of order, Christina. The ward down here, the one on this, that's not blood magic, right? It's the ward on her that's blood magic.
That is correct.
Okay. Also, that was done with blood magic. This, I don't believe, was blood magic, and certainly the rune on the conduit was not. So it's somebody trying to match the access code, as it were, for this vault.
All right. So what I'm thinking then, see if we agree, is that they left her behind for dead and trapped the rune on her forehead so that if someone broke through her memories in interrogation, she'd blow up as a trap for anyone who followed?
I think she might be here to cover their escape.
Right, but that's what I mean. Like, if somebody follows and tries to find out who did this and what's happening, that the rune on her forehead blows up and, I don't know, blood golems try to kill us or what have you.
I don't actually get the impression that that rune on her forehead's going to blow up. I mean, it might, but that's not its primary function. Its primary function is so she can move around.
Either way, shouldn't we be pursuing? I feel like we spent a lot of time here. I'm afraid of what we'll find.
No. Let's give them more time to escape.
Well, they have to come back here to escape, presumably, Dreon.
Well, we don't actually know that. This is probably just the least likely means of ingress, thus perfect for an ambush.
This is a back door. I mean...
Exactly.
You usually go through a back door because you don't have the ability to go through the front, so... Either way, let's go. No, you definitely stay here.
All right.
Insight check.
Well, she doesn't remember anything, so...
I'm not convinced that she doesn't.
Yeah, you are.
Are you?
No, I'm 100% convinced that she remembers something and she's sketchy as fuck.
She sits down.
I have nothing to base it on, but I am very convinced.
We have manacles. If you're worried, we could always, chain her up for her own safety. Affleck says through the bond.
As you all walk through the blood-stained hallway, a number of crystalline statues stare at you through intricately carved alcoves. They all look very menacing, and look like they're carved out of ice or crystal. Or perhaps, no, it couldn't be possible, even Arborean shards.
Oh, are there various blades bloody, like they came to life and fucked up a bunch of interlopers?
You can make me an investigation check in just a moment. The items that are currently surrounding you, there are 6 different displays. One of them, a glass display containing a fine rapier, twisted wooden handle. Its blade appears almost like a tree branch, but the entire thing has a yellowish, almost ochre hue. To the south of that, ball-looking apparatus, plates of metal, perhaps burnished bronze, a tinge of gold, is wrapped here in a tight, neat ball. It appears to be wrapped around itself a couple of times. Is it a shrimp? Is it armor? You're not sure. But is it Samus or Ran? Could be. The thing to the very south, the golden cup with the opal gem, still radiating a powerful aura of magic. All of these things radiate very powerful magic, Rain, but you do notice that the cup seems to be a little bit stronger. As you walk by it, you see intertwining dragons pressed into the gold. The cup must be very, very heavy, considering how much filigree is on it. To the northeast, the suit of armor looks to be mostly ornamental, but the mace in front of it has a brightly colored gem that glints and reminds you of the sun. In the center, down here, I briefly mentioned to Drian, appears to be pieces of a gun taken apart, and inside a pouch slightly spilled onto the table is glinting blue dust that reminds you of diamonds. It's just spilled everywhere.
Do we actually know what a gun is? Have we ever seen such a thing?
Morris has a firing apparatus, but he has like a modified arcane blaster. It like channels his magic out of it.
Okay.
What did you say about the rapier?
It's like wood.
It's like wooden. Has a twisted wooden handle and a wood-like, almost branch-like blade, but it is various shades of orange and yellow.
I'm so glad Scythius isn't still alive.
He just would have broken the thing and grabbed it.
I
This
mean,
is a lovely collection of
Arboreal-
objects.
The
We've already-
last object, to the southeast, is a container, almost like a jewelry box. It is see-through, has 4 panels, and contains a ring. The ring is a thick, golden band that has kind of a pointy tip at one end. You're too far away to see the details through the additional case.
The
Well, I mean-
rapier. Do we have any description of the moon blade that we're supposed to be looking for? This isn't it, right?
Definitely not moon blades. Beam with the light of the moon and are generally slender and made out of silver. This would definitely not be a moon blade.
Right.
That's the door.
Yes, we can do that. I will suggest that we've already spent enough time here, and perhaps one of these objects would be helpful to us to borrow, for a length of time.
So you want to test the wards?
Well, we'd rather
You wanna
know
make
how to
these-
bypass them, don't we? We have all the necessary sigils on the banker.
Those are empowered with magic, though, Flix. Like, I don't think we can simply draw them on ourselves. I mean, we could try. Don't know
But
that,
you
like-
could do it. You're brilliant.
Rain, you are confident that if this is a place that is keeping magical relics inside, the wards are going to be much more complex than just drawing them on and hoping.
Well, her forehead had an entire blood ritual done to instill that into her forehead, so
Oh, is that something you can do?
blood magic. No, it's a little bit outside. Well, not that type of blood magic, no.
Right. I mean, you do have the whole Iron Maiden thing going on. It's not that much of a stretch, right?
I don't know that particular ritual, no.
All right, fine. I'm just saying we're missing a grand opportunity here.
Although, to be fair, I don't think it requires blood magic necessarily to inscribe the rune. I think they were just going quickly and what was available to them.
Let me take a look and see if I can see what's required to disable it.
I'm confident that you are going to make these crystalline guardians mad.
I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to look. Bonsai, would you be so kind as to lend me a little aid here? You too, Rain. You might as well look at the arcane bits while I'm investigating the mechanical bits.
I already have. It's magical.
Will you just help me and stop complaining?
I'll help you and keep complaining.
Did Bonsai give me guidance? Is Bonsai around?
Ring.
All right, 26.
Flix, you investigate the contraption that is containing this very interesting looking rapier. It's probably easy enough to get rid of the mechanical elements that keep the glass housing locked onto protect it. However, you see engraved into the golden pillar numerous magical runes. This is not just mechanical, but both an arcane trap.
Did I get enough in my investigation to help guide Rain regarding what would need to be disabled in order to unlock this case without ill effect?
You could give Rain advantage on her Arcana check.
Look, here are the activation runes, Rain. I'm sure that with a little bit of jury rigging, we could probably bypass this without any ill effect.
You know, I think maybe
Flix is currently the definition of just program it, just code it in, just type the graphics.
I helped.
Flix is face-plaining to Rain right now.
Rain, there is clearly a magical ward on this that is connected to the statues on the other sides of the room. Namely, if the mechanical apparatus is triggered, say, someone trying to lift the glass lid off, the ward would activate, and a statue would come alive.
Do I get the impression that the banker had the sufficient runes to be able to access this, though?
Absolutely.
Well, you know, Flix, short of spending probably a great deal of magic to disable these wards, you know what might work? The magic on that goblin's arm was still active. Maybe you just...
say no more.
He is an object, and you can telekinesis it.
Flex gently telekinesis the goblin over. Is there like a little hand plate or something on this? Are
we doing a war crime?
He's puppeteering a body to steal. Yes, this is a war crime.
Now, do we want to do the sword or the goblet, or it might not work on all of them?
Well, you can certainly try the sword. We'll see what happens.
All right. Not lifting anything. Is there like an obvious, like, in my investigation, I found like the activation plate or something, right?
Along the front part of each of these things, there appeared to be two swirly, like, circular areas where the tattoo holder would place their hands in order to disable the arcane rune.
All right. Well, just in case, is that door locked?
Oh, most certainly. Dreon, is that door locked?
Dreon did investigate it earlier. I don't know. I don't know if they picked up on that.
I did not see it. Apologies.
All good. Dreon will do another investigation check. Hold up.
Dreon, as you take a look at the door, one side is locked, but the other side is unlocked. The side you are currently close to is unlocked.
Dreon shrugs and says over the bond, "Looks like we could go in if we wanted."
No. I guess they didn't bother locking up behind them. Holy shit.
That was a lot of spellcasting for just a little old Longstrider.
Graham looks over to Rain. Yeah, that is kind of weird if they wanted to be pursued. Are we maybe just inconveniencing them by taking so long?
I don't think they have any idea that we're here, Dreon. I think this is a weird happenstance.
All right, well, here's what I suggest. What I suggest is that we all be ready to move through the door in case the statue comes to life. We just ditch. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. Sorry, fellow. This seems like an ill way to use you, but I puppeteer the goblin's hands up and have him touch the plates.
He touches the plates, and the golden arcane sigils along the base briefly glow with a bright green glow. It's very similar to the green on the floor, beautiful aqua color. The mechanical apparatus unlocks with a very satisfying click. You can lift the glass off. It's very big glass, however, Flix. You don't think you could bodily do it alone.
I gently put the banker down, and I say, all right, well, here goes nothing. And I'll telekinesis the glass up. After making sure that it's not going to fuck with I'll investigate and make sure that, like, that's the appropriate way to do it. Like, lift it off like a lid or like a hinge or what have you.
It lifts off with a little bit of effort from the telekinesis. Flix, make me a quick perception check.
Certainly. I was going to actually thoroughly investigate the sword before I picked it up. I can't believe we're doing the sword instead of the cup. Should have done the cup.
I thought you specifically keyed into the sword, so.
No. It was just what we were next to. What is going on?
Perception?
Oh, yeah. That was the wrong one. Perception. Much better. Do I get guidance? I'm being offered it.
You probably still have it from before and you just haven't used it.
Yeah, because you didn't use it.
Oh, cool.
Whoa!
Well.
The tattoo on the banker's arm briefly flares up with the same green light. And then the tattoo goes gray as you lift the glass off of the pedestal. You expose the sword.
Oh, of the what? Fuck. Oh, this is a bad idea. Flix will investigate. Wait, bonsai, please. Flix will investigate the rapier to make sure that there's no buttons or catches or levers or any almost invisible filaments attached to it that will result in a trap.
Alright, give it a shot.
Another investigation check?
Yes, please.
$18.
Flix, as you lift off the glass with a little bit of effort, the wooden illusion of the... Woohoo! That is... Stop doing magic! The wooden exterior of the rapier... it is more or less a very clever camouflage. As you get a closer look, these striations in the rapier are not bark, but appear to be small scales. And a knot in the wood is a tightly closed serpentine eye. It's almost snake-like and wooden, and still that sickly yellow ochre. But it does have more serpentine qualities as you get a better look at it.
It's not wood bonsai, it's scales. Look, there's an eye. Are you sure that you didn't sense any wickedness from any of these artifacts? It doesn't look friendly.
Not particularly. It was mostly just so much evil, intent at least, in the rune on that lady's head.
All right. Well, here goes nothing. You might want to step away or be ready to flee or what have you.
I think it's best if I try to help make sure you stay alive.
As you wish. Flix will reach out and carefully lift. Have to hold his breath. Carefully lift the rapier away from its. Oh wait! Oh, I got you cast resistance on me. I'm like, why is there a little cloud thing? What's happening? And he will lift the rapier from its resting place. If I turn into a snake or something, it's
Flix,
your fault.
Make me a charisma save.
Oh, I think I might be the only one that could have made this saving throw in this group.
Maybe.
Nope.
What? I have a higher charisma than you do.
Oh, do you have an 18?
I have a 20, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Couldn't you tell from all my eloquent speech?
I could not. Is it, oh, actually. 20.
Like this, you're getting a better look and you have a handle on it. It has familiar but dark fey magic on it. This is most likely given or gifted to hags, gifted by another ancient fairy source. But these particular rapiers also bind pain to one another, as you can share the wounds, potentially, of your comrades or your enemies, as you redirect damage from yourself to another target. It is ideally a blade made for hexing curses, made by those skilled in doing so. The eye that is embedded into it is serpentine, but as you look at it, is most certainly human, but blinks as a snake's eye would.
With like a nictitating membrane.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Crafted by hags.
Also,
Wicked things.
it can allow you to speak deep speech fluently, and you can potentially cast Dominate Person using the rapier's powers.
Do I sense an intelligence residing within the blade?
No. But it is what I would consider to be cursed. But that is probably because it directly utilizes curses and can both damage you and help you. So it's a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Interesting. What happens if you cast Remove Curse on an object like this?
Then the ability that it uses to transfer damage from you to another target would no longer work.
Oh, interesting. All right, well, we've chosen our choice. This is a wicked blade. Crafted by hags and most like.
Oh, nifty.
But it's
I
not the
know a hag
moonblade
once.
we're looking for, is it?
I don't think so.
Oh, no,
Christina,
it's
are you able to
definitely
put
not.
it in my inventory? I do not have it.
You can double click it and pick it up.
Item piles are too far away to interact with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yoink.
You were too scared to get close to it.
I was, for good reason. I'm smart. I'm not sure if this is quite your speed, Bonsai. I know you were attracted to it initially.
Oh no, above board. I was just thinking it'd be really cool for Scythius. Bonsai does not give a shit.
Bonsai's got his whoosh.
Bonsai doesn't really care about weapons.
Flix, you can make me a quick history check.
I am terrible at that, but I will do my very best. "16. It's not too terrible.
Not too terrible. Some hags in the Fae courts can serve greater beings. One of these notable darker Fae being the Yellow King, who seems to reign over, and be respected by certain schools of hags. But it's not something you're incredibly familiar with, but it is a name with a lot of dark history attached to it.
Well, the Hexblade part of me is probably delighted with this thing.
Oh, yeah. But usually things like this are created with a not-so-savory means.
Where's Akashba when you need him to tell you all not to do this?
Fucking around in Borealis.
Yeah, he retired from the game. No moral compass with this party anymore.
Getting too old for this shit.
Yep. Danny Glovered out.
You three stand.
Does it require
near the...
attunement? It does not say. Oh, it does require attunement. Okay. Well, that would require a rest. For now, we went through the effort of acquiring it, so I guess Flix will slip it away into his bag?
Right.
At the very least, you can always shoot it out of your quiver.
That's true.
I'm sure somebody would be horribly offended by that.
Wait, does that mean we can shoot Flix out of the quiver?
You can't shoot... well, I've never tried shooting living things out of the quiver, actually.
And this is how the story of Darth Flick started. I wonder if you could... And then Dreon just turns into energy, and then fucking... He misses the target, and then just dies. That's it.
That is how it works. We should have done the cap. This thing... Not sure about it. Well, shall we?
Are you ready now? Are you done fucking around?
Well, we were trying to get things that were likely to help us.
Jesus, the excuses you make.
Well, throw open the door then. I stand ready to assist you.
Dreon, as you open the door, you enter another part of this larger, vault-like chamber. Additional bodies of guards are on the ground, clearly deceased. Around the corner to the right, you see the fiery glowing brand of another sigil, matching the one that you arrived here on. At the end of the hallway, a red light is flickering, namely to sound some sort of warning. As something has passed through here, should not be here.
Dreon says over the link, there's more blood.
And more bodies.
I'm not terribly surprised. Christina, we're moving through empty space. Are you willing to let Flix sort of stay near pillars and walls and dart from shadow to shadow and move in stealth?
You have to do that actively, so...
Okay.
It will never be an assumption.
No, not an assumption. I was just wondering if I could move in stealth.
Oh yeah, just position your character appropriately.
Okay.
Also, point of order, Scythius, the steed, should have come through with us?
It did not.
It's not. Okay, Bonsai is gonna summon him again.
So he runs the long way around and aggroes literally everything in the world.
Bonsai, without spending a spell slot, you find this magic does not work. And the spell fizzles.
Mean.
Whatever wards are here are preventing summoning from outside sources.
Oh. That's unnatural.
Actually, it's kind of natural if you think about it. It's the summoning.
I'm on Dreon's side. We should get out of here.
I didn't say we should get out of here. I said we should stop taking our fucking time.
Another blazing sigil is on the floor, glowing with a bright arcane brilliance. Rain, it is directly to your east. The magic is very active and pings on your detect magic.
But it's already active.
It is already active.
Well, I guess the ticket here is we follow the lit runes, because those are the boards that they've triggered already.
Oh, and on the upside, we won't get murdered by whatever their effects are in all likelihood.
Well, so far they don't seem to be resetting. Either they can't be reset, or they have some kind of timer that will reset them, or some active ritual that has to be performed. But
These
for
poor
now,
guards. This is
Rain,
what a place looks like after we're done with it.
Rain, make me an Arcana check.
Arcana all day or a day.
Rain, after identifying the tattoo on the small goblin's arm, you have a feeling resetting these is much easier than actually, discovering what they do when you set them off. But by tracing the sigils in the air near one, you think you can reset it and maybe restabilize the magical aura of the vault.
Do I want to do that, though? Wouldn't that just mean that whatever the things are, whatever it's supposed to be doing will whammy us?
Up to you.
Whammy.
Maybe we can use these against whoever these interlopers are. If we can find them, I think I can pretty easily reset these runes, but I don't know that we want to be around when they're triggered again. But it could be a amusing surprise.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rain. This particular rune, although it does match the shape of the one in there, this has been placed here. This does not look like it belongs to the vault.
Oh, this is more blood magic or whatever?
This is blood magic.
Oh. Interesting. Why would this be here?
And you think you can deactivate it.
Gotcha. Well, then in that case, I guess I'll try. Do I get an impression from Detect Magic, like, what it's trying to do? Like, what is the purpose of this particular rune?
With a 23, this particular rune is actively trying to destabilize the protective runes around it, namely the ones that allow people to move about here freely, or say summon things in. This blood magic rune is meant to kind of mimic the protective runes of the area, but be like a polar opposite, one would describe. But it is actively destabilizing the area.
Okay, so this is sort of trying to block people bringing in reinforcements. It sounds like, or
Correct.
block the reinforcements from being able to react.
For having anybody being able to like teleport in here, for example.
I can deactivate this rune. This is one of the blood magic runes. I think it might be keeping reinforcements from arriving, or anybody from reliably translocating into the space.
All right.
But that also means a whole bunch of guards might show up and be like, "What the fuck are you doing here? You're under arrest."
It seems as though the guards are fucking dead, right? I'm not too worried about it.
Okay, well, I will react or disactivate the whatever.
Disactivate.
I mean, are you sure that that's a good idea?
Well, we didn't put it here, and the people who have this vault didn't put it here. The bad guys put it here. Well, I guess we're assuming the bad guys. Usually bad guys do all of the carnage, but...
I mean, like I said, when we're done with the place, it looks a lot like this, so feel a little guilt about that. But regardless, we are still interlopers. We do not belong here.
Well, we didn't carve a blood rune into anybody's forehead.
No, well, I'm just saying that we've got a path to follow that's been... Sorry, Christina, what were you going to say?
Sorry, Rain, you carefully, as you argue with Flix in your head, unravel the magic of the blood rune on the ground, and you can feel the magical resonance of the wards of the vault stabilize. Just a bit more. There may be other runes that you need to find that are destabilizing this ward.
And the one on the conduit down there to the south was specifically not blood magic, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That was like the true rune, the real logo.
Sure. Okay. They're just pulling a proxy off a Jimmy split.
Yeah.
Huh?
This sounds like very arcane terms.
Double clutching and granny shifted instead of double clutching like you should.
What?
I watched Fast and the Furious once too.
Are they using Nas? Like, what's going on here?
I'm just my only point, Rain, was that somebody has blazed a trail that we can follow, and I'm afraid that if we unblaze it, bad things will happen to us. That's all.
Well, not if we do it as we go. And that wouldn't specifically was destabilizing, reinforcements. It's probably a good thing generally, yeah.
Perhaps. Is this a doorway? What's happening here? I don't see any door icons. I don't understand what's happening.
Like 2 metal boxes are in front of you, and there is
Fuck, I just tried to rotate the map using my mouse thumb key because of Baldur's Gate 3.
You can't, this isn't a 3D image!
I don't know why I did it! Yeah, I did that, and then Foundry was like, "Do you want to leave?" And I was like, "No, I want to rotate." Oh, right.
Yeah, I can just rotate for us, right?
I can just see this from a different angle. 2 metal boxes are in front of you, and there is a central, triangle-shaped system that sits between the 2 doors. The sconces that are brimming with magical energy. One is illuminated with a red warning light that is slowly rotating around the room.
Well, I think that we're going to have to figure this one out together, Rain. Give me a hand?
Is it not just like an up button and a down button?
The Triforce in front of you seems to have a up button and a down button recessed into the central apparatus.
Well, Flix, do you want to go up or do you want to go down?
Well, you don't think this thing is trapped?
Oh, I mean...
Look at the swirly red light.
Sure, suppose it could be.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rain, I misspoke. It only has a down button.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to go down then, Flix?
Flix, tenderly takes Rain's face in his hand. Neither of us have ever seen an elevator. Don't make assumptions. I want to go down. He stabs the button.
The doors begin to close.
What's an elevator?
Oh! Flix dives into the elevator before it closes. Hurry! Hurry before it closes! Quickly! Get in here! Now! I don't know how to stop it! Get in!
The door shuts. Bonsai and Drian go down first.
Fuck!
Ding!
Shit!
Elevator scene.
You
You both are briefly
Quickly, Rain, into this one! Let's go!
entrapped in a metal box. It's shaking slightly. Your stomach lurches uncomfortably.
This is deeply unnerving. This is a bad idea. Why did we do this?
This was the trap.
Yes, this is obviously a death trap.
How do we know that was a door that closed and it wasn't just the ceiling crushing our friends?
We don't! That's a very plausible scenario, Ray.
One moment, please.
And also, it's more like a friend and a coworker.
Whoa.
Which one's the friend and which one's the
Yeah. A citation needed.
They're both.
I'll just let
relatively
them
new to
noodle
party.
over that.
It's
more like a house
over
plant
if
and a
they were
coworker.
crushed.
I need to quick bio break, so why don't we just take 5 real quick? I'll pee, and then we'll come back and be at the next scene. Sound good?
Excellent.
Right.
Yep.
See you in
Unless
5.
we were all crushed.
Nope, didn't fall down
Don't
the
bother
elevator.
coming back. Don't bother coming back.
Hi, I'm back from my pee.
Welcome back.
Hello. Is everybody back?
It's me, the peer.
Hi, I'm the problem, it's pee. Are we just waiting on Flicks and Bonsai?
Seems that way.
Seems good.
So we have been fostering a kitten for the past few weeks. That was like found in like super rough shape by one of my coworkers. And she's now at the point where she's being allowed to kind of roam around the hallway and like interact with the other cats. And she's just this tiny little fuck that chases around my big dumb brain damaged cat.
Oh, she
He's
just got
like
that
does-
kitten energy.
And yeah, and he 100% does not understand what's going on. Like he's just so brain dead in the most adorable way.
Oh,
He just like looks up at us. He's like, "What is this? Why is this?" And then he tries to dive after her, and then just like falls over.
a big dummy.
Yeah.
I'm back.
All right,
Right.
just waiting on Flicks.
I would have used the AFK functionality of Forge, but you deleted me from existence.
I'm
I
back.
did. All right.
Tough but fair. Tough but fair. All right. So did we die in the elevator? Is this a horror movie now?
As you all descend the elevator, vroom, ding, it makes a very soft noise, and the metal that is restraining you slides apart. As you enter the next room, the doors sliding open, immediately you see 2 twisted, fleshy fiends hovering over a light on the floor, making disgusting slurping sounds as they appear to be feasting. These larval things flopping on the floor are bathing in the light that is emanating from the rift below. And the hungry sucking sounds are the sounds of them lifting gill-like orifices on their side to allow the magical radiance to penetrate their bodies.
Through the bond. Well, honestly, what the fuck?
I don't even know how to respond to this. This is like the most grossed out I've been since the last time I played D&D with Christina.
I need everybody to make me a quick perception check, please.
Wait, why does Rain have guidance?
Who's giving everybody
Uh,
guidance?
You seemed like the one that was going to do the smart things when we got to the
Oh,
elevator.
okay. You actually gave me guidance. Okay.
Yes, correct.
I can't not use guidance though if it's on me for some reason.
Flicks, there's ley energy that has been used for decorative purposes that these 2 beings are actively soaking up. The magic of the wards has gone too erratic. And these magic-eating fiends are worse than you have, well, seen with those cute little arcanophages in Lou's basement. They do not seem to notice you all descend, as they are too busy feasting, but are very aware of their surroundings and each other's presence as they slap and claw at each other to get more space on the ley line.
I'm guessing they're not speaking a language. That's really good. Or not, they're not speaking a language we can understand.
They are only making sick slurping noises. That is a language you could understand. They are feeding.
Flix immediately dives into the fern and hides in it.
Treon looks over to Rain and then over the telepathic bond. This one's pretty cut and dry, right?
Murder?
Yes.
Well, we don't actually know what they are. I mean, one presumes that they're bad. But
you actually see Dreon's face just like visibly scrunch up as you begin talking.
And it's very, very likely, but maybe they are here incidentally following the same beings that we are. After all, there is murder past them. Perhaps we should not judge them by their disgusting exterior.
Dreon's gonna insight check one of them. Okay, well, I don't know why I rolled with advantage. Probably because that's the button I use to talk, so that's not helpful.
Stop. I will still allow the roll.
There you go.
What would you like to know?
Do they have any clear abilities that you could just tell, like, looking at their body, they would probably have?
These magic feasting things occasionally seem to pause and stare at each other in the eye. You surmise that they may communicate telepathically, so they may do some sort of psychic attack.
So Dreon's like giving him the once over as Flix is continuing to talk, and he looks over at Rain again and just telepathically says to Rain, "I'm thinking I'm gonna go in here."
Like with the stabby stab?
Specifically with, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm okay with it.
Dreon whirls around.
No stealth check? Alright, 1 second.
Nope.
There was moving, there was whirling.
Okay, but Christina, this time he went around the desk, not over the desk. So
I want you to know, I tried to go over the desk and then it was like collide and I was too fucking lazy to jump.
Oh, Christina learned this time.
Yep.
Treon, make me a stealth check. As you hop over the desk, Dreon, you kick over the skull that is on the desk, and it clatters to the floor.
But
One of the beings, the one currently not taking up most of the space on the ley line, snaps up and looks around, tight nostrils flaring. It peers around the room. Dreon,
mm-hmm.
how many magical items do you have on you?
I have a couple. Let's say 3. Glaive plus 3, short bow. No, 4. Brute shielding, Laryl's elven chain.
I would say who between all of you has the most magical items on you?
Oh god, it's gotta be Flix or I.
Yeah, I only got 3.5.
It's probably Rain. It's definitely Rain.
The wanderer
I don't know what
makes
Flix
a
has
wet
on him, but
flapping noise.
Flix has a considerable amount of magic on him as well.
The hissing emanating from the wanderer's body as it flares its magic sensing gills. to get a better sense of its surroundings. Hello? Please link into the chat. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Is it broken?
Hello?
We're paused.
I am paused. Also, I'm the DM. I should be able to do everything. Hold on.
I actually can't close my character sheet now.
It appears we may be experiencing some slight lag as the game is paused on one of my screens. We might have to reload, my friends.
Not like this.
Just for frame of reference, Rain has 31 magical objects on her at present that are documented in Forge. And I know there's more that we have not gone back and documented since we started keeping inventory in Forge.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
god.
Pass some of those over. I need to shoot them out of my quiver.
I mean, a lot of them are like technically magical type things.
I can shoot them.
No, you can't.
Flix
They wouldn't fucking do anything.
shoots a
That you
leather
know of.
armor out of
Look,
the quiver.
he just said he could shoot them. He didn't say they'd do anything.
Yeah. Give me that magic.
Hey, get it.
I'm Gale now. Give me your magic items. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm so
fucking waste
hungry.
them.
I'm gonna
I'm
eat
so
it.
hungry.
At least Flix can shoot magical items out of his quiver. Like, he doesn't have to eat it, he doesn't just destroy it, he can turn it into something useful.
Yeah,
Trash
I'm
for
not
treasure.
like a shitty magical coke addict.
Yeah, he doesn't. He also doesn't eat them and go, "Oh, that didn't quite hit the spot like I thought."
Yeah.
Fuck you, Gale.
Fucking Gale.
Gale like takes your expensive magic item and
Okay.
is like, "Nah, I was mid."
So my stuff is still functioning. I need to restart anyway, right?
I have to refresh because all my stuff apparently froze up.
I refreshed onto a black
And so there's no point in
There
us
we go.
reloading until you reload.
You guys can, as long as the server is up, you
Yeah,
should
I'm
be
back,
able
I'm
to
fine.
load before me.
I don't. If you're not busted, I think you're probably fine. Like if you
Yeah,
can
I
open and
reloaded
close
to be
things.
safe.
Sorry. Load it now. Loading. Do 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 do.
And I'm also
Too late for
really-
elevator music. You had your chance.
I did. I should have prepped shitty elevator music.
You totally should have. Or some like Exotica. So we just sit there and make us sit there for like 3 minutes listening to an Exotica song.
Oh my god. Why would I torture? I mean, Drian would probably immediately begin to rage. And he's not a
I mean,
barbarian.
if it was Les Baxter, I'd listen to that happily.
I mean, you could do most things, and Drian / Rob would probably just start raging. So it's don't let that stop you.
Alright, game any day now.
The game is just matching the pace that we took in that first room. It's taking its time.
This guy, all gas, no brakes.
All for the record, by the way, my first meeting this morning was at 7 a.m. So I'm extra spicy.
There we go. 1 second. Nostrils flaring, gills quivering under the wanderer's arms. It takes stock of the room with a pulse of psychic energy, trying to sense just what exactly is emanating the most amount of magic. And, well, Rain, you might be a close second for this hungry wanderer, who takes a step forward menacingly. I am going to need everybody to roll for initiative. Oop, as I make a combat first. Go nuts.
Where is initiative again?
It's right next to armor class It's Marcus I.
Yeah, sorry, I have to open your sheet to find it. Alright, one moment. Or one of my guys is not rolling properly. Hello? Roll initiative. My guys.
He's busy slurping on his fucking magic Slurpee.
It looks like he has an initiative. It's just negative 0.5 on the tracker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, something bugged out with his initiative.
I mean, I'll take
So if
it.
you have negative initiative, do you just not participate in the fight?
For some reason,
He's got a
he had
delicious
a bugged
magic
out
smoothie.
initiative score.
He's like, yeah, you go fuck with those guys. Try to steal their magic. This one's mine. Fuck off.
Delicious.
That is exactly what is happening here. There we go. They do have
Weird
relatively
fucking psychic-
shitty initiative. You are
Weird
back
psychic
one
grill.
step. Ooh, Flicks, you're up. Drion takes a step forward, knocks the skull off the table, but it looks up and senses rain as a delicious treat.
Let's see. The last time, first I'd like to insight check these. If I cast spells on them, are they just gonna suck up the magic and be like num 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 num? 28. I have a deep and intimate understanding of these little
For things
fantastic
like this,
fetuses.
they can absorb spells. They can absorb as a reaction. When a creature the Ley Wanderer can see within 30 feet of it casts a spell, it can absorb the spell's energy countering it. Works like counterspell, but the Ley Wanderer must always make a spell-casting ability check, no matter the spell's level. Its ability check for this is +7. If he successfully counters the spell, he will gain 5 temp HP for each level of the spell.
Cool, but it does not know what spells are being absorbed. It can just choose to use its reaction.
That is correct.
All right. All right, fucker. Time to bait out some of your nonsense, I suppose. How would you like a nice... Actually.
Actually, we'll do a
Can they
little bit of-
technically see me? Because I'm in stealth.
Let's see. I'm gonna look at their previous perception check. I'm scrolling. Let's see. What was your stealth? I missed it.
It was a lot.
It was 31.
31. Probably not, Flix.
Cool.
No, he does not see you.
You know what? In that case, I am going to continue that vibe, and I'm going to cast Darkness on myself.
The tactical advantage. Okay, put it where you want. There you go.
Will it follow me? It will not follow me. That's very annoying.
No, but you can move it. With the template button, just drag the center.
I always forget how to do this shit. Which one is the template button?
It's the L-shaped ruler.
It's the L-shaped ruler on the top left-hand part of your screen.
Right. There we go. Okay. Oh, I can attach it to myself. Yes. Oh, how about fucking time? All right, and then I'm going to. I can't do anything. That's my turn. I'm casting a spell. And I'm pretty sure darkness requires concentration, so I can't hex.
It is. Anything else with your round, Flix?
Oh, wow, my features list is... Oh, because there was a search. Haha. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the Warlock Hex thing. Hexblade's Curse is a bonus action, I want to say. It is a bonus action. Cool. Alright, yes. This fellow is gonna get Hexblade's Cursed. Oh, I need to move one more step toward it. Which will involve
There you
doing
go.
that. I'm good at this.
Flix
This is
remembers how to use Foundry.
Whoop.
All right, Flix, you afflict the lay wanderer who was just enjoying himself, slurping on some lay juice with your Hexblade's Curse, and he too now looks irritated.
All right. Well, they can absorb spells as a reaction, Rain. So watch that, I suppose. Maybe just hit them with the sword. You're good at that.
I'm pretty good at that.
No promises they can't suck all the power out of a magical weapon. It's possible.
Does that end your round, Flix?
It does.
Rain, you're up.
Rain will start with Blade Song. That's a very juicy
That was
Blade
a very
Song.
juicy Blade Song.
Got some slurp there to it. All right.
Yeah, nice splurch.
Add the active effects to yourself. Oh, they are on you. Okay, I see it. Never mind.
Yeah.
I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can get there.
Looks like it's within your walking distance. Yeah, the ruler thing got fixed, so if you're like gauging distance, green is within your movement range, yellow would be dash range, and red is just not possible.
Cool. And then in that case, we're just gonna don't consume usage. We're just gonna attack him. That's not gonna work. What the fuck?
I wonder what animation that's attached to.
Did the music just get faster? What the fuck just happened? What is going on?
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm playing XCOM. Like you see abilities going off and there's like weird alien shit.
Yeah.
Rain, you swing mana flow into the lay wanderer, and you find its brittle carapace to be quite hard to pierce, but also the psychic energy that mana flow normally emanates does not seem to affect the lay wanderer at all.
We'll also throw in some green flame blade. And I have to do the measured template. These guys. I think. Let's see. So he takes 5. Unless he wants to eat it. It's a cantrip, but he can eat it. I don't know.
He is not going to eat it. He's not going to eat.
Alright. I think that. There we go. Alright.
You did it to both of them. You did 5 to both and then 8 to both? Is that?
Oh, it hits. Okay, so I don't know, let's just say this guy took the 5 and this guy took the 8 because I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, that's easy to do. So
yeah, let's just do that.
That guy took
The
the
difference.
5.
the difference in the actual roll is like negligible. It's like, I think, yeah, it's fine.
So I need to that one. All right, Rain.
That's Rain's turn. Oh,
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hey!
What would you like to know?
I don't know, let's get another ability from these guys. What the fuck are the eyeballs?
What the fuck are the eyeballs? Let's see. These things have the... Hold on. These things have the ability to teleport around. And can teleport themselves and other willing creatures.
Oh, up to 100 miles away? Sick!
If the destination is a location rich in magical energy, such as a ley line, the Ley Wanderer can teleport up to 300 miles away.
I didn't even, you know what? The first part of that was so impressive, I didn't even feel the need to read the second part.
Drian, you're up. The Ley Wanderers are active.
Drian's about to become reactive. Proactive? Something.
Proactin, Tenactin?
Proactin, Tenactin. So Drian charges in, seeing his good friend Rain suddenly over there. And he is going to swing with his glaive.
Oh yeah, 26 will hit. So you slice through its tough carapace.
Oh, its carapace is mean to me. I don't like that.
Its carapace is highly resistant to slashing damage. And your blade passes across bone. Couple quick slashes. It does seem to cut into the tough carapace of the Wanderer, but not as effectively as you like. Eat crunch!
And the bonus attack.
Ooh. Think that's a miss? It is.
Oh, I don't run insight.
What would you like to know?
I guess another cool ability if they have one.
These horrible things. You notice the gills under their armpits are slightly bluish in tinge and are glowing with the magical energy it's been absorbing from the ley line. It can unleash a dispelling burst, a psychic burst that will disrupt magic within 30 feet of it. Creatures in the area must make a DC 15 int save or take 68 psychic damage, half on a successful save.
Brutal.
Also,
Right.
if you have any spells active, any spell of 3rd level or lower ends immediately in that area, and he gains 5 temp HP for each spell dispelled.
Well, on that promising note, I'm gonna end my turn.
Next up, there is a hexed ley wanderer, who is cloud of darkness. It slithers forward. And it will emit that dispelling burst. One moment. 30-foot radius.
So it still needs to roll.
Hold on. I think that'll trigger saves. No, did it not trigger for you guys?
No, I don't think anybody was targeted.
Whee! Okay. I need everybody to make me a DC 15 int save, please.
It's a magical effect.
It is.
So Rain has advantage.
Rain, you succeed. Bonsai, you hella succeed. Flix, you also succeed, and you keep your darkness. Drian,
Nice.
you fail. Drian, you take 31 psychic damage.
Ow!
The rest of you that succeed only take half, so the rest of you just take 15, and your spells are not dispelled.
And is this a spell itself? Or an ability?
This is an ability.
Okay.
Each of you will have to try lower your own HP on this one, because there was no target. So each of you who saved, take 15, please. Flix, yeah, there you go. Flix, you will have to roll to maintain concentration.
Yes.
Hey, you succeed.
Nice.
Alright, everybody good? Damage all applied.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sorry
Correct.
about that. One moment, next time I will target properly. And then... Oh, well, let's target Bonsai. A little bit of a...
There's all this tasty magic in the room, and they're just gonna target the tree?
You are tasty magic.
There.
One second. They wonder's target is blocked by a wall. That is 100% a lie. Oh,
Wait,
it
so he
thinks
gets
the
to
invisible.
do-
No, it thinks the invisible wall is a wall. Hang on.
But he gets the Dispelling Burst and also attack. Fucking crazy.
Sec. Actually, he only has one action. No, I might have just tried to cheat you guys out of some damage. Bonsai, you're up.
Fun. Alright, first things first, we're gonna insight check the close one that did his mean shit.
Go nuts.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Alright, fun. Alright, Bonsai is going to step forward into the darkness. And first time I think this is relevant, Bonsai has blind sight. No, it's 10 feet.
Okay.
So we're gonna target both these guys, and we're gonna cast commands at second level.
This is some Baldur's Gate 3 strategy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make a. You know what? I'm gonna
Wisdom
eat that.
saving
I'm gonna
throw.
eat that spell. I'm gonna eat that spell.
You
gonna eat
can't
it.
because you can't see me.
How dare you?
Using the rules against the DM.
My
Got
God!
him, boys!
Fucking.
But you'll probably just roll 20, so it doesn't matter.
I actually closed that dialogue box, so we'll see what he rolls in a couple seconds. So, what's your command? Is it grovel?
I mean, I want it to be, but it's gonna be shit. It's gonna imply grovel, but it's gonna apply more than grovel. So really, there's just so much meaning behind this word that Bonsai is gonna use that they absolutely, of course, understand. And it's basically gonna be like, hey, go back to slurp, and slurp is gonna be the powerful word, implying they should go grovel on the ground in front of the little ley line and slurp for a turn.
Bro, just get slurping.
Just slurp.
Yeah,
They do it on their
slurping.
turn. They don't do it yet.
Oh yeah, God, Baldur's Gate again, crippling me.
Did they both fail?
It only rolled for 1. Can you cast it on the other one without spending a spell slot?
Sure.
He also fails.
Cool. And I don't think I have any bonus actions. Nope, that's the end of Banzai's turn.
All right. What the? In the darkness, 10-foot blind sight. Who allowed this? Next up, the Ley Wanderer, who is commanded. He goes back to the Ley energy emanating from the floor, and begins to slurp. Flix, you're up. You are in darkness and manage to avoid the Ley Wanderer's magic dispelling ability.
Yeah, honestly, Christine, it's about to get worse. So, Flix is gonna roll up.
Yeah.
And, is just gonna shoot this motherfucker a lot.
How dare
With
you?
advantage. I wouldn't mind a bless at some point. That would be great.
A bullet.
So I know you do that, and I like it. So
Who's the you?
me
Huh?
is sharpshooter active? It should be. Perfect.
If you have a little crossbow on your character, it's active. You should be able to see your buffs. Sharpshooter, I see it.
Oh yes.
Ah!
That's a crit.
That is a crit.
Unfortunately, my actual attacks don't do that much damage with crits, but my sneak attack does, so that's cool.
Let's see it. Oh my god! Holy shit. Flix, you cover the Ley Wanderer in darkness, and briefly confused, it looks around before you put your hand crossbow to its pulsing
Directly
forehead.
into its... Yes. I'm gonna shoot it in the gills.
Just
Gonna do a little bit of that boys action.
And there is just a horrible crunching sound that emanates from the darkness.
And we're gonna do that twice more.
Jesus. Stop. Not a crit, but that'll hit. Jesus. Again, the arrow lodged in the bone, harder than wood.
Did you crit again?
I'm gonna need you to stop doing that.
I did.
He did.
I did. I'm scrolling up.
He did.
I mean, I just get to roll an extra d6 for this because
Yeah,
I
no
don't have
s-
hex up. But
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
are you
still-
adding your Hexblade's Curse or no? That's not that.
I think it's getting added automatically. It's not. It is. Maybe.
Okay.
Let me see.
It is
I see
not.
2d6
It takes an extra.
piercing.
No, it's not adding the Hexblade's Curse, so it takes an additional 15 damage.
Is it piercing, or what type is Hexblade's Curse?
It's necrotic.
Necrotic. Let me just check. Okay.
Now, does this guy have physical resistance? I'd like to insight why only half of my immense damage is being applied. This isn't cool. I'm finally living up to my potential and you're ruining it! You weird fucking Mewtwo looking semen motherfucker. Yeah, it's like a sperm cross with Mewtwo.
That's
roll-
a maggot with 6 arms.
Let me see insight. please.
Spew2, that's your name now.
Spew2.
Wowza.
Insight.
Yes. Excuse me, why am I not fucking killing you the way I should be?
He
Are
is
you made out of
resistant to
rubber?
piercing. He is resistant to piercing damage.
Look, he looks like he's begging to be pierced. What?
Ugh.
I hate this.
I'm gonna. That's a.
But don't
flag on
poke
the
them,
play.
slash or smash them.
Problematic. He's a problem. Rain, you're up.
So this guy walked away.
He's slurping on the floor, yeah.
We didn't get a tax opportunity on him, did we?
No. No.
Okay.
He just is groveling, so I can just say he did not move.
Okay. But is he specifically facing away from us?
Let me...
Because he's like slurping?
Yeah, I would say he's facing the circle here.
I'm asking because if I cast a spell, does he count as seeing me cast a spell?
I will say
his command?
I will say no. I will say no because he is facing the other way.
Okay.
And slurping the circle. Alright, now we're using facing against the DM. I see you guys in your Baldur's Gate 3 strats.
Hey, look. Look, I will accept the alternative of Dreon gets to jump and shove stuff as a bonus action.
I like
it. These are my terms. These are my terms.
So I take that to mean I have like carte blanche to just shove as a bonus action every turn. That's what I'm hearing.
You are now God. Congratulations.
I will
This
shove
target is
everything.
too heavy to shove. This target is too heavy to shove.
Don't we have gauntlets of ogre strength somewhere?
Put them on.
No. Fucking
your
held on to
furry
him.
alter ego took them with him instead of distributing.
Yeah, he doesn't share
his loot.
He gave him to Bonsai before he left.
Oh, did he? Okay, well there we go.
Yep.
Do I want to? Well, actually,
Flix didn't get any cool going away presents. What the fuck?
Flix hasn't gone away, much to our chagrin.
How dare you?
We are going to target this guy. Nope, this guy. And he's also groveling, so he's prone, so he's at disadvantage for this. We are going to... Oh my god, there's so many spells to sift through now. Okay, there we go.
Alright, Gale, get it together. Oh my god!
Going to cast Disintegrate.
Bam. Dex save?
And he's prone. So I think that's a disadvantage, right? On dex saves?
Does he get disadvantage on dex saves with prone? You know what? We'll do it.
I think so.
Rain, describe your disintegrate as it begins to batter the outer shell of the Ley Wanderer.
So Rain kind of pulls out of her chest again the large sickly green lance of energy, and he's right in front of her, so just kind of just jams it down in the back of his head, and it just starts to splinter as his carapace turns to dust and ash.
His command is shaken, and he whirls on you with feral eyes. Rain, that ends your round. The back of his head smoking from disintegrate.
I bet you wish you could have slept on that, huh? Fuck you.
Ooh!
That's it.
Oh, you're learning, Rain. I'm so proud of you.
Dreon, you're up.
Okay, Dreon's gonna insight check the thing that just aided us disintegrate.
Let's see it. What would you like to know?
I'm gonna take that HP bar. I gotta know.
Very well. One moment,
This
please.
is just the first one.
Sick. Okay. Well,
The Wanderer is visibly wounded.
Well, Dreon only does one thing, so he's gonna do that thing.
Dreon continues to hack away.
Do the thing.
He is prone. You have advantage.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Hold up.
Uh, 25 hits as you swing your glaive and continue to chop away at the Ley Wanderer.
I'm gonna get him.
Just clang, clang. Your glaive makes obnoxious noises as it collides with the hardened carapace. Splat, splat, splat.
Yeah, take that 4 damage, bitch.
Drian continuing to hack away at the disintegrated area of the Wanderer.
Oh, you know what? You want to get cute? Yeah, have a polearm master bonus attack 1.
No!
Yeah, stick the butt into that polearm right into one of those orifices.
Oh, you don't want this shit.
No!
Give him the bonk! Give him the bonk!
Oh, yeah. Oh, you think you're just gonna take this
bludgeoning.
Yeah, take a lap, buddy. Calm down.
He lives!
You know what? Okay, fine. I'll action surge. Okay.
No, he's gonna do it. He did
Oh
the
my
thing.
god. No!
I'm gonna, you know, people don't respect Drian being a tactical genius until he uses action surge because he found the HP bar. Like, come on, boys.
Was that the action surge sound?
Yeah,
that was
holy
really
shit.
ominous.
That
Holy
was
shit.
so ominous for me. Oh my god, he's surging while he's prone.
Oh, 3 damage, bitch!
Absolutely not.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yep, that's it. I am a paper
Slam.
Ooh, we rolled high. Yeah. Okay, but here's the thing. I still got 1 more attack, so don't sell me short.
Yeah, and part of him is poking out of my darkness. You should be able to see him.
That is true.
He's gonna get got.
His
But he can't see you,
butt
right?
is sticking out.
Wait, he's not prone, right?
He's not.
No, but you
prone.
still get advantage because he can't see you because his head's in the
I'm
darkness,
rolling
right?
again. It doesn't
He is
matter.
blind.
I think.
He's getting rolled.
Oh my god, you stuff it into his insectoid backside.
My contributions to this session. All right, I'm done.
He is done surging. Alright.
He'll never be done surging in my heart.
He sees if he recharges the
Oh, sorry.
dispelling
I
burst.
actually, please let the record show, Christine, I hit the short rest button and I will have my action surge back now.
What?
Man, if only short rests were as easy as they are.
Hey, with Baldur's Gate, my fucking Drion's a god. It's like, oh, I'd fight, short rest, done. We're back.
I don't consent to resting ever, so
When you're gonna bug the shit out of your game. We'll talk about that later.
It will turn, so its head is now out of the darkness.
and then it'll see the magic thing, then it's gonna go and slurp.
It goes slurping.
Bro, are you thirsty? Get to slurping.
I feel like we're bullying these guys now.
No, they're gonna psychic whinge at us or something. It's fine.
I just want to make it
Oh,
clear
you
that they 100% deserve everything that they're getting, because I was like, oh, let's not judge them by their appearance, let's make friends, and they're like...
He's not still commanded,
Why is
right?
that?
Or is he...
Why not?
Did he...
This is his turn, his first turn since it.
Yeah.
So he
Okay,
should be
that
spending
is
his entire turn doing the thing. So up to you if you think he's going to do it, the slurping from remote, or if he has to go to the well to do the slurping.
He is going prone, but extends a hand towards the slurping well.
Alright, so he's staying in the darkness. Cool. We're going to insight. Does a 15 get me a health bar?
Oh, yeah. Sure does. 1 sec.
You should use your insight instead to figure out how bad he wants to slurp.
Oh, too late. Alright. I guess we're going to be boring. And we're just going to caress him with the infernal.
Advantage?
It's damage, but what? Oh, actually, would this be a disadvantage because it's a weird abomination thing? Aberration. Is it an aberration?
It is an aberration.
So I would have disadvantage, so that would actually cancel out, and it would be a 16 to hit. Well, plus a lot. It would still hit.
All right. Roll damage.
When do I get to add my fun stuff?
Fun stuff?
Oh, not that time.
Bonsai,
Okay, and
you
then we're
begin
gonna
to whip at the lay wanderer. You may
We're gonna whip
continue.
again.
Got
This is not with advantage because it cancels out.
it. Okay.
Or okay.
What happened with my whip animation? I'm gonna have to check on that.
We're gonna use a 3rd level Divine Smite here.
Okay. Bang.
And that's gonna be the end of Bonsai's turn.
All right, thanks for the extra 28 radiant damage. Oh. Flix, you're up! As the lay wanderer grovels on the ground, half buried in darkness, trying to turn on Dreon.
Oh, apologies. I still have a few more crossbow bolts for you, actually. So, we're just going to do that now. You could have talked. I always try to talk. I'm trying to do the right thing here. Yeah, don't... Actually, is it talking now?
It is not talking.
Fuck! I offered you a second... You know what? Here, have some crossbow bolts.
Is Flix dropping the "we could have been friends" stuff?
Why is it saying that I have disadvantage? I should
he's prone.
not.
He's prone.
Yeah, but I'm within 5 feet.
It was giving me just the advantage button before, but once I clicked that, I then had the normal options of choosing.
Yeah, just click
okay,
disadvantage and
good.
roll normal.
It's probably because you're in darkness.
Could be.
No, I can see through darkness with my Hexblade Devil's Sight stuff.
Yeah, just roll normally. Sometimes the detection might be weird because he is just as prone. 17 hits.
Excellent. I have some damage. You know what? We're not going to use the sneak attack yet. Actually, yeah, fuck it. We oh, look, rogue stuff. Suck it.
Jesus. Alright, Flix, you empty a well-placed crossbow bolt into the,
I'm
cleft of his
intentionally
chitin.
targeting... Yeah, I'm intentionally targeting his weird-ass gills. How did that miss?
did.
Yeah, it misses. I hate that. I hate that for both of us. I want to put him out of his misery.
Listen here, how dare you?
No!
What the fuck, sir?
The dice are something in the most recent update broke shit because I rolled 4 crits. I haven't rolled that many crits literally in the last 3 months of playing.
Well, we've only played once in the last 3 months of playing, so.
I'm just saying.
God damn it!
One way or another, Zorch, Blorch.
Sorry, that was on a T. I had to take the swing.
Hey, that's fair.
Luckily, the slurping of the lay wanderers goes quiet as you still their incessant sucking noises. But the lay energy still erupts from the center of the room, flickering like lightning bolts, erratic and unstable. That is where we will currently end today's session.
I just want to point out, you all tried to make the first fucking 2 hours of this murder on the goddamn Orient Express, but I found a way to get the speed run in the encounter. Now, mind you, those are pretty much resistant to like the one thing I do. So like, if you all had not really made the speedrun possible, it wouldn't have happened. But like, we didn't talk to them. We didn't try to understand them. There was no demon slayer. Like, what sad backstories do they have? Arc. We went into a fucking fight.
I mean, I tried to make that happen unsuccessfully.
We can talk to the dead bodies now, right?
They're actually the people who like run this bank, and they were just like on their lunch break.
Yeah. They were actually cursed and transmuted into these abominable forms. We probably could have saved them. They probably had families. I ain't trying to hear all that.
It's fine. We had a little bit of Dreon. We had a little bit of Rain. We had a little bit of Flix.
Yeah.
This episode. A little something for everybody, except, I don't know, Bonsai, maybe?
Well, Bonsai's
got to play as
command.
fucking Dark
Bonsai's
Vision.
command was the fucking fresh maker.
Yeah, you know what? There's that.
I only got to use Blind Sight for the first time.
Yeah, the blind sight.
He got to do the thing he's wanted to do this whole fucking time.
Yep. Yeah, no, everybody got to do their thing. You know, I hope we all learned some valuable lessons. I didn't.
What are your schedules looking like for next week?
I'm in Germany.
You are in. Okay, das ist not guten.
Yeah.
I mean, das ist gut, but not for the game. And I'm going to be in LA and would never... I'll be back at like 8 p.m. because of traffic.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we skip next week, and then we don't skip sessions for basically ever after, is what I'm hearing.
Perfect.
We're all fucking in.
Absolutely acceptable. So get your life out next week. Fulfill your life, and then just make sure you are here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. to dedicate your 3 hours to playing pretend.
Nick, think of it as like the 3-hour friendship toll. You have to pay it.
I like the friendships. It's just, I'm gonna be in an LA commute, and I know that I'd never get here by 6. Would never
that's
happen.
next week. We're talking about every week after.
Oh, well, look.
No! Don't you look me. This isn't D&D. Your charisma's not that much higher than mine in real life. Like, you just say yes.
Quick, make a deception check.
It'll probably work on me because I love Nick so much. But you better. I want to see some hard commits on Wednesday, buddy.
Yeah, it's just a really intense time for this particular game.
Bitch, I'm running Gamescom. I've got an Aurora fucking... Don't talk to me about intense times.
It's
woke up at 7 for a meeting.
I do that sometimes.
Cool. Okay. Well.
All right, anyway, I love you. I'll explain more not on a stream.
Okay.
Sounds good.
What I hope you'll explain is that you're acquiescing to my demands.
I mean, you always hope that I'll explain that, and I'm a craftier little minx than that.
I mean, I feel like that's a really long and convoluted way of saying you don't like me enough to play D&D every week.
Actually, I would love to play D&D with you every day, Rob.
Well, you know who could make that happen, Nick? You.
You could too.
The power is yours. Well, I show.
We should play BG3 together and then make decisions that are really irritating to one another, so that we fight.
To be fair, I want to do that. But I'll just say I already lived out that fantasy by playing Old Republic with Drew and playing a straight-laced Jedi and watching him just fucking emotionally crumble.
Oh, beautiful. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to go and definitely not squeeze in a little bit of BG3 before bedtime.
All right. Enjoy. I free you from my shackles. I will see you
Thank you for running,
week after.
Christina.
Yes, of course.
Nerds.
Goodbye. All right, that's it for Arctis today. Whoa. Thanks for watching. Check out our VODs over on Arctis DD on YouTube. And catch our shorts and funny moments over on Twitter and TikTok at Play Arctis. And I'm your DM, Zarina. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for joining in chat, Nukiyoshi, etc. Hey. Wanna know why he's in Germany? Gamescom. Yeah. It's Gamescom time. Flaprock, hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, we've been playing BG3. We had a really long discussion about BG3 at the start of this session. We had like a half an hour intro that was just BG3 talk. It's great. I'm like 90 hours in. It's fantastic. I'm probably going to go play a little bit more. Is it August already? It is. It is August. I know, right? I streamed a little bit of BG3. I will probably stream a little bit more of it. Not tonight. But I'll stream a little bit more on Twitch. It'd be great. But yeah, I'm 90 hours in. I'm in Act 2. I'm finishing up Act 2. I'm about to enter Act 3. And I am having a great time. You made an evil paladin? Nice. See, I actually made a Oath of Vengeance paladin, so I've been going in and doing my fair share of murder. But I've also been doing some saving here and there, so it feels good and balances out, right? You save a life, you take a life. The Oath of Vengeance, truly. No money to travel to Gamescom? No! Yes, for the murder. But yeah, fantastic game. I'm gonna crawl a little bit more through Act 2 and find some of the super rare items that I missed on the first playthrough. So I'm gonna go do that. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Next D&D session will be Monday with Kamos. And then Ascended will be off next week. And then I'll squeeze in some more Baldur's Gate sometime this week. We are also working on Mythic Sarkareth in World of Warcraft. We are still doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you want to hang out, maybe I'll stream that sometime. Otherwise, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.